Is this where I say welcome?
Well, yeah.
Okay. You've been gone that long.
Welcome.
Back.
Welcome back to an episode of Whiskey and Real Estate.
Start that
no,
shit
no,
over. Yeah,
no,
yes.
no, that's not how that goes. Try it again.
Welcome back to another episode of Whiskey
And
Real Estate.
Oh yeah, it has been a while.
It's
a little
been
rusty.
a minute. It's been a
man.
bit for you, Tone.
I'm always scared that's gonna happen to me on stage, like because I gotta know all my music, and it's like, what if I just draw a blank and like the mic is on and everyone's watching? It's kind of scary. I don't know.
Oh my God, that is so good. I'm sorry.
He just didn't take anything you said.
Oh my God, I did. He's like, he's always afraid of
He just didn't
forgetting
care.
everything. I'm just like,
I think you forgot to show up.
have you ever had the
Is that good?
I have.
Oh,
the Revelton's really good.
Really?
Yeah. This is not it.
what are you drinking?
Wow!
Starbucks.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What is in this?
That is amazing.
Okay, let's just jump right into the whiskey of the week. What do we got?
Okay, so yeah, hey, we are right now. We just are getting through Mother's Day. Everything was about you got Manikka's mama's cup over here. She got for Mother's Day. But getting into the whiskey, we're in Iowa. We're supporting Iowa, Osceola, Iowa.
Okay.
So Osceola, Iowa is where Revelton is made. So
And Osceola is not Osceola.
no.
That's a place too, though, right? I didn't just make that up.
Yeah,
I thought you made it up.
Oskaloosa,
okay.
Oskaloosa and Osceola. They are similar parts of Iowa.
Okay, but two different places.
Two different
Okay,
spots.
got it.
But that's where Revelton's made. This is a Revelton Honey Bourbon. Absolutely. That's the first time. So when we did our live event at Stadium, they introduced us to Revelton.
Okay.
And then when we went to Peddler's Fork and all the Long Islands that are not Long Islands, the old fashions that they kept bringing us was made with Revelton.
This is so good.
But I've never had the Revelton Honey, and I am telling you, this thing is absolutely
top three.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
is
not far behind peanut butter. And there was
So what's your
another
top three?
one. Screwball's like number one.
Yeah.
God,
Screwball's your number one
Taste that.
whiskey or peanut butter whiskey?
peanut butter whiskey.
Okay.
But probably if I get to pick a whiskey, I'm picking Screwball every time. And then that the old Bullet. What is that?
The original Bullet?
Yes. Well, no, the
Bullet.
old fashioned.
The old fashioned mix. Yeah, that's
number two. And
Yep.
I'm giving this number three. I could do this all day.
I have a bottle of this at home. It's great.
Everyone should.
I had a cocktail. I don't remember what it was at this point, but I was like, this is fire. I got to have this at home. I want to make it all the time, and I never made it. But I got a bottle of this at home, and I need to break it out.
Well, and that's why Logan's sitting here today, is because Logan, he's Upload Media. I'll let him do his brief introduction, but we're in appreciation mode here. So we appreciate Logan of what he does. And how he makes this thing tick and, makes it beautiful for Manikka to be able to take it and blow it up. So with Mother's Day just concluding, I wanted to make sure we shout out to all the ladies that watch the podcast out there.
Shout out to my mama.
And to the mamas, because this just is not a men's podcast. This is definitely friendly of both sides because Manikka makes it that way. And we want to give appreciation to all the mothers out there, all the grandmothers out there. Obviously, we want to give appreciation.
All the baby mamas.
Yep, all the
a
baby
couple of
mamas.
those.
Yep.
Not this baby mama.
And the chosen moms.
Yes,
and the chosen moms. So this episode is going to be about appreciation. It's going to be about superstitions, the bad jujus, the good jujus. Yeah. And somehow I heard a saying today, you cannot be successful without the right person at your side. And this table.
That's me right here.
Yeah, this is the side. The side piece.
The side chick.
So I wanted to take a moment and give appreciation. Obviously, Tone, going to be one of my groomsmen in my wedding. I would have never had this whiskey and real estate without you.
Thank you.
We started it together kind of on a whim, and now it's turned into something really, really exciting. Manikka, obviously, your appreciation, and you,
Thanks.
you are you, and you bring out the best and the worst of me.
We heard a lot of it right before we started recording.
And Logan, thank you for taking us to that next level where Tone and I wanted to get to, but didn't have the time or the energy to put into it where we needed to get to. So this is definitely an appreciation episode. And let's cheers to that. You got
Just rocking this.
You're rocking
This frozen Starbucks thing.
All right. I'm gonna drink more than one of these glasses today.
Yeah, you're gonna drink the whole bottle. I'm pretty sure.
Man, stuff is good.
That is very good. So, Tone, tell us where you've been. You've been gone for a couple episodes.
MIA.
3 years we've been doing this, and Tone
well, you
has
skipped
not
over
missed
Logan's introduction.
We're getting there. We're getting there. So we got to figure out where our co-host has been. 3 years he hasn't missed an episode except for 2 out of the last 4.
Oh man,
because he's been on tour, man. Give us
everywhere.
Is that
dude.
true? You've never missed an episode before now?
No, I wasn't even, and that's what's really cool about you talking about us starting it. Like, I was just supposed to hit record, and like, I was like, well, let's first try a podcast where you're a guest and I interview you and we talk about things. And he's like, all right, when we do my podcast, I want you also on it. I was like, it's not really my job. I don't know shit about whiskey or real estate.
Can I comment on that too? Because believe it or not, you and I have actually been friends for a long time now.
Yeah.
I remember when you started doing that podcast.
Yeah.
And you told me that.
Yeah,
And you
I
were
don't
like,
know shit about
he
this.
wants
Yeah.
me to be on the podcast. I don't remember. Like we actually talked about it.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that convo. Like, but I mean, what became of it? You know, the friendship, like, you know, getting to be a groomsman in your wedding coming up here,
Yep.
like. Obviously, absolutely worth it. So much fun, but I love seeing the evolution of it. I also love, like, my switching roles. Like, I've got a little bit of freedom now where, hey, I can't make it because I do have this crazy opportunity, which whatever it is at the time. Like, it's really nice that it'll not only continue, but it'll progress, and it's about growing. And I think today we heard we've got listeners all the way in Japan,
All over the world.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that is crazy. That could have been where our hackers came from too.
That's usually India.
Listen, hackers love podcasts too, all right?
Yeah,
We gotta listen to something.
So if you do listen to this podcast and you got an email from me, 3 emails from
Talking
me,
to the mic, Luke. What is this? What
man,
is
it's
this
like
side
right up
talk?
on me.
It's like
What is
So-
that? Is that foreplay?
Yeah, it might be. So if you received a couple of emails from me this last couple of weeks, and one of them said I was putting a restraining order against you, another one said I was taking you to court, another one said I had
Please tell me this is a joke.
litigation. No, it went out to everybody in my contacts list over the last 13 years.
Oh man.
So,
And I didn't get one.
and none of it was
Should be
true.
happy.
None of it was true. So no, I'm not
Denying
suing
all
anybody.
claims.
I'm not going. I don't have a restraining. My folks told me about the restraining order, because they got an email saying I had a restraining order against them, and obviously that
From
is
your
not the case.
actual email address?
From my email address.
Okay, so your email got hacked.
Yeah, and then they fished everything.
It's like your dad was on the podcast a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
He hopefully he doesn't think you had a restraining order against
Yeah, well, my dad's one of my best friends, so that's not happening.
Man.
I think.
So like, did you click a bad link? How do you,
Yeah,
So we just got out of eviction court.
probably.
Everyone's like,
I didn't say it, but I was thinking it really
It was
loudly.
not.
Yeah.
It was not. So how that started was we just got a random email that says, here's your court documents from eviction court.
Oh.
Here it is, and click to
Yep.
do it. And
Yep.
so I clicked, and it said, please verify your Google ID.
login.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that happens all the time, pretty common. So I did. I put my password and everything in, and then within minutes, my phone was
It
blowing
was
up.
like, got him.
They're like, hey, why am I getting this from you? And I mean, you want to turn a bad thing into a good thing. I guarantee I'll sell a couple houses out of it, because there's people I hadn't talked to in 10 years that I sold a house to.
Communication is key.
Wait. Is this a marketing tactic that we're coming up with
Yeah,
now?
I
Let's
think
talk
so.
about this.
Pretend to be
Hey,
hacked to start
hey.
a conversation.
I like it.
But
It's not bad.
But there was people I've been trying to reach for like the last 3 months, and I haven't heard anything from.
What is this restraining order?
And the minute they get a restraining order put against them, guess who they're
Lord.
calling?
That's crazy. So you owe me money, right?
It-
I told you I was going to pay you. I forgot about it.
Yeah, so
Oh,
if you
wow.
received one of those, yeah, but that's some of the juju that goes on with everything. But getting into Tone, tell us where the hell you've been.
Oh man, I'm trying to think like most recently, because it's everywhere. I've definitely lost track of me. It might be easier to tell you where I'm going, because I know between Vegas, Chicago, Arizona, I got to get back out to Florida. But in the last couple weeks, I mean, I've been city to city, promoting Iowa Summer Jam. Iowa Summer Jam 9 is July 11th and 12th.
Really?
Yes, 2 nights. There's a lot of reason behind that.
What? I was going to have my bachelorette party that weekend.
Oh,
Have you considered having it at
Iowa
Iowa Summer
Summer
Jam number 9?
No, I have not. I
I'm just
considered
trying to
not
give
being
you
in
options.
Iowa.
I understand that. No, so yeah, in order to make this stuff successful, I want to make sure that I'm including everybody I can. I want to make sure we're reaching out, we're finding new people, we're finding people that need opportunities, and we're finding people who also have worked for it and deserve opportunities. So it does require me to do a lot of outreach and be physically in different cities that I'm not as familiar with or don't have a fan base yet. And it's all about, building relationships and networking in these different places, and trying to create an atmosphere for artists that don't typically get these type of opportunities. So I've been everywhere. I can't tell you where I've been, but I can tell you where I'm going this week, going like 5 different events. I got a comedy show Friday, Saturday. You guys are invited to. I know how Manikka gets about these invites. So my friend Royce Bell from MTV Wild and Out, he'll be in town. He's doing 2 shows at the Olympic, and I'll be DJing those. Friday, I have North Point. We'll be doing somewhat of an after party. We'll be outside and indoors. They have amazing food. So they'll be serving food. We'll be having drinks. And that's Friday all the way 7 to probably close. Saturday morning, I am DJing at House of Iron, the gym down here. It's probably
Across the street.
right across the street. Yep. So really excited about that.
Have you been in there yet?
I have not. So
It's in the
that's
Old
what
World
excites
Theater.
me.
Remember that space?
Yeah, I do remember that place.
Yeah, so they kind of gutted it, and they kept a lot of the original structure, so it's really cool. But it's a really awesome modern
What are you
gym
going
in
to
there
do?
now.
Give them some music to work out to?
Yes. So not only am I going to give you some motivational music to work out to, but they're giving a free all-day pass. So I'll be playing music 10 to 2, but all day that day is free. So I think that's great promotion, great marketing. I'll have all my friends come in there throughout the day. But yeah, that's 10 to 2 on Saturday. Right after that, I'm DJing for Keep Up Anniversary Party, which is at Kickstand. It's Tevin Jones's big event. It's his 1-year anniversary. That one is free all day. I think they've got like bags tournaments. They've got beer pong, of course, going. I'll be DJing live performances. That's 3 to 6. Then I got Royce's second night at the Olympics. So if you can't make Friday work, Saturday you should make work, 7 to 9:30. And then Sunday, I'll be stepping back into the wrestling ring. And this one I'm really excited about because a year ago when I got introduced to this league, they started, I saw them at Double Z's just at a random show, and they do Double Z's once a year. So 1 year ago, I saw them for the very first time. 1 year later, I'm getting in the ring at Double Z's this Sunday.
Oh.
So you're staying sober.
No. I wish I could lie to you.
Got to drink away the pain somehow.
Right.
Well, that is a lot. That is a lot of stuff coming up. Obviously,
it's all one weekend.
That's why we can't keep track of you. And who do I got to my left of me? And I'll let him introduce himself. We gave a brief intro, but go ahead, Logan. Tell us where you got, what you got, what's going on, where you came from, how long you been here.
Oh man, yeah. My name is Logan Schultz. I was born in Dubuque, Iowa, on October 8th, 1992.
That's your first
My social
memory?
security number. Yeah, if you've listened to the show for the last 7 episodes, you've heard me around. They call me the side piece, which I think I just own it now at this point.
Yeah, he took the claim of it.
Only one person calls you that.
Well, it's me. I produce the show now, which has been awesome. It's been a ton of fun. They come to the studio and we're making magic happen. It's a lot of fun to do. Upload Media Group is the company. We have the studio down here in downtown Cedar Rapids, in the Armstrong building. And we're making shows for all sorts of people. So not just whiskey and real estate, but we make shows in all different industries and for different businesses and nonprofits, as well as individual creators as well. We're having a good time making stuff.
So how'd you find this location?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it was just a random online search, but we were looking everywhere for the right spot. And we kind of just got lucky where this space was available and it was done. They had kind of recently renovated it, but it wasn't full yet. And so we kind of got in early and we had our pick of rooms and we just found the right combination that worked for us. And they gave us a great deal where we could start kind of more affordably and then scale up year over year. And that worked really well for us as a small startup because our business will scale with that. So that's been really, really awesome. We love it down here.
You got more rooms? I'm looking for a new office.
Actually, yes. Yeah, let me know.
What do you like more about this location than the previous? Or what did you learn from
Because
having that
you were
previous
at the
one?
last one, right?
Oh, yeah.
So our space before this, we were in the Cosec building in the Czech Village, which I love the Czech Village. But there's some things that are tough about it. The number one of which is that everything closes down Monday and Tuesday. Like nothing is open those days. So it's really tough to like get people to want to come down to that area to do, long days down there. It's just kind of a tough spot. But I mean, the Village is fantastic. That building is an old historic building, so there's some things that are really magical about it. But also, it's not always the most conducive for the type of work that we do.
Yeah.
And we were also like in a kind of creepy basement that we had kind of made feel nice and cool, but also we were bringing pretty big name people in through an unmarked door in the back. It's not great. So this is a nice professional space. It's well lit. It's secure. You come in, you come up the elevators. You got a nice open area that you're greeted by. A professional space. You can come in here and it still feels like a creative space, right? With the lights and the microphones, and hopefully it feels good for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And how in the hell did you get into this industry?
Fell backwards into it really hard. It's funny. I was having this conversation earlier. Got into real estate on the back end of COVID, and got an apprenticeship from Coldwell Banker Hedges, now Realty 87, and spent 3 years there. Well, technically with my license, but started this at the same time, roughly as a real estate marketing company. I wanted to do a content first approach to real estate, and really quickly realized that there was so much opportunity for other people to make things as well. And that's something that I love doing. That's my background, is theater and arts and storytelling and content creation and all that stuff. So we found a spare room at Theater Cedar Rapids, and because it was COVID times, they let us hop in there for free and make stuff. And we started at zero and grew it into a legitimate business.
Yeah, that's exciting. And then you got my better half on the right of me. So Miss Manikka has her own little creative business too.
I'm so confused.
I hate when he does that.
Yeah, she don't give herself enough credit. So if you ever watch our episode, you should look at Chloe's Customs, and that's Chloe with a K and Customs with a K and a Z, right? Mm-hmm. But she does a lot of our design work, like our T-shirts, and we don't have our banner up today, but the logo that's up behind us, that's her. I mean, the diplomat stuff that you see floating around the market out there, that's her as well. So I mean, a lot of our events that you see where we have at the gym or decor or whatnot, that's Manikka as well. So check her out on Chloe Customs. Now that Father's Day's coming, because Mother's Day's gone, she's starting to get ready to put the gift bags in together for all the men's and the fathers out there. So but anyways, yeah, let's move on from there. Thank you, Logan, again for being on tonight.
Really quickly, just before we blow away from it, anything cool for Mother's Day? How was your Mother's Day?
I don't know. It was a normal day.
Yeah.
We went to church, which was different.
Amen.
And then we went to my kids' football game, and then we just came home and just crashed and caught up on my shows, slept, and
What are your shows right now?
I have a lot of them.
Yeah, don't get it started.
That many?
Well, yes. You got all your Chicago's, your Law and Order, and then
Oh, your Chicago's.
all the
Meds,
spin-offs, the spin-offs from Yellowstone
from
right
Yellowstone.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Have you watched those?
I haven't, but Marnie, my wife, is
Has she watched Beth and Rip, the Dutton Ridge? She's gonna
quite
love it.
possibly, yeah.
She
So-
watched Yellowstone, right?
Yeah.
It's on
and
Paramount.
so
They know for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Didn't
been
ya?
2 years since they've came out with anything. So
Yeah, and then the kids were talking. I had to tell them,
yeah, she
"Gotta
booted
go,
them out.
gotta get out."
Yeah.
I waited a long time.
This
for
is my
this.
time.
U.S. Marshals is a spinoff of it, so Marshals is a spinoff of
Yeah.
it. That's one of the Dutton boys, and then the other Dutton daughter is the Dutton Ranch that spun off from it, and they're phenomenal. So
I just finished The Boys today.
Yeah.
Love that show.
What's the
It's-
boys?
No spoilers.
Yeah, it's very creative.
It's a superhero
dark-
show. It's on HBO, right?
Yeah, Prime, Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. That's right.
Very dark humor, very gory, very sexual, very everything. If superheroes were real and real pieces of shit, and it's so good.
They were
So
real
good.
and real.
I'm
pieces
very
of
happy
shit.
with the ending. Didn't like the last season, but the that ending was very satisfying. So,
Gotcha.
and I just rewatched Game of Thrones with the fam. That was
never watched that
interesting.
Did you
So
stop
good.
before the last season?
No, I thought about telling
You
them
should
to.
have. Yeah, you should have. Like,
I appreciated it more.
oh, they canceled
rewatching.
it. Wow.
Is it? You're happy.
Yeah, right.
My mom stopped at a certain death. She's like, I'm good with this. I don't even need to watch anymore. I was just waiting on this person to die. So, but rewatching Game of Thrones, though, after the 2-year anticipation and like waiting for something epic to happen at the end and being disappointed, it was better on the rewatch not having those crazy expectations and
I can
that
see that.
long wait.
I've never seen Games of
And then I
Thrones
appreciate other
because I heard
scenes
that
because
it
of it.
ended bad.
They really. It was one of those endings that was so bad that it retroactively ruined the whole show.
The whole series, pretty much
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, that's
if
why
I
I
didn't
heard that.
rewatch it wouldn't. It's back in the top 3 series of all time for me because it is that good. But the first watch through, it was just that last season really ruined the experience of the whole show for me and a lot of people. But I think if somebody watches it now, I do think they'll get a different feeling. Like my mom and brother who we watched it with, they didn't have the same, like they were like, this would have been better, but I'm still happy with it.
believe
And
it.
now that I watch it from that angle, like, okay, it's not the worst. It's just the waiting, the 2 years between shows is ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
And then like they're like 8 episodes. I think we were just spoiled in the good old days. I guess I'm old now, but you
Where
know
they
when
just
when
wrapped them. Boom, boom, boom,
well,
boom, boom, boom.
23
Yeah.
episodes a season every
Yeah.
single week. You get it in the spring, you get it in the fall. Like the 2 years between 8 episodes is so annoying to me.
It's
and
tough.
it either builds anticipation or loses interest to me. So I don't know. That's my take on shows.
Yeah, we're definitely shows because, and especially now because the market's just been super busy. So
Great
DVR,
transition.
well, yeah, we're getting there. But DVR is like king.
Amazing.
DVR is king in our world because I mean we don't lately for about the last 2 months we haven't got home before 8:30, 9 o'clock most nights because the market's been killer. So last 3 nights I've been up until working on the laptop, physically on the phone with a buyer or seller until 11:30 at night.
Past normal hours.
Yeah, well, Manikka's normal hours are click in, click out.
My alarm goes off at 9:30.
So everything we've been talking about in the market, everything we've been kind of foreshadowing is happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I still ratchet that we're in that period of time of 12 months of just absolute chaos. And then I think next year is going to be even better in real estate, but you're going to see the prices really go up. Like you're going to eliminate a lot of buyers because of price values and where they're going right now. Yeah. Even so today, let's use today's example. We listed a house yesterday for $148,000. Normally this was 2 years ago. This is a $120,000 house all day long. We put it on the market at 148.5. Today we put the deals together after multiple offers at like 154 or 155, I think, is where it got put together at. We had another house that we just sold today, put it on the market Monday, 11 showings, and they were fighting to get in the doors. Yesterday was its first day on the market. Yeah. And they were fighting to get in the doors, and we had 5 or 6 offers, ended up selling 23,000 above asking price. We had another house that And these are houses that I would be just like, these are nice houses, but they're not $260,000. They're not $300,000 houses. Yeah. We had another house that the buyers or my sellers like, hey, you know what? If we get anything over 260, we're going to be happy on this. There was another investor that did the remodel in it, and he's like, no, go 277. I said, you know what? I'm telling you what the market's doing right now. Let me go 288 on this thing, and it sold for 290 first day on the market. Nice. So, and again, we had multiple offers.
Yeah.
The market is just it's insane because the last 2 years it's been dead from like 180 to 250, and then the higher end of the market's been dead. There's been no traffic. Now everything's getting traffic. Everything is. We've listed 7 houses since Thursday and Friday of last week, and we got after today we'll have 1 still on the market. So the market's going crazy. The rental market is still the same as we've talked about on the last couple of episodes. Had a new investor come in from New Hampton, Iowa. We had Tim on from Pick Your House at our last episode. He's also from New Hampton, Iowa. Mm-hmm. And this guy called in off the podcast. And so he's like, man, I watch your guys' podcast and this. And it was like he was meeting a celebrity when he met us. Because he started, he's like, man, I remember on this episode, you guys talked about this and how this guy would do this guy wrong and how loyalty's really not out there. And he's like, I saw Tim on your last episode. He lives 1.5 miles down the road from.
Nice.
I see his dad all the time. And I'm just like, okay. He's like, let's go buy houses. And he goes, you said you got a short period of time to go buy houses. And so we walked 4 or 5 houses. Mm-hmm. And shout out to you, Devin. And we're going to start Devin's journey. Devin's awesome. Journey of getting into good investment properties.
That's awesome.
Because our windows are really small for especially new investors getting into it. Devin's at a younger age, 24 years old, I believe. He done the right things to put him in a position to be able to buy investment properties. And those that younger age where, they're like, man, I hope I can find some $100,000 houses and $90,000 houses that they're almost extinct. Mm-hmm. $100,000 house and a $90,000 house, unless you're buying a sheriff's sale house or something that's got dog poop stacked to the ceilings, does not exist anymore.
Yeah.
Because the house we just sold today, all day long, Logan, when you were in real estate, this was easily a 105 house. And today it's selling for 155. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, those investment windows are going to get smaller and smaller. The rental prices are obviously still skyrocketing. We drove again out by the data center, took Manikka for the first time out by that data center and how huge that area is. If you haven't been out there, you can't even fathom how big this is.
Really?
It's so
I mean, just imagine the whole downtown, all of downtown, from St. Luke's to the river. And as long as it is wide and deep, it's all the data center.
Man.
It's the whole data center. And it's probably bigger than that.
Damn.
And you just keep driving and driving and driving. And the size of this place, and they're bussing in people from, Hawkeye Downs. They're picking them up at Hawkeye Downs. They're picking them off by the airport, putting them on buses and bringing them to the data center to go to work.
Well, I've been hearing about people making a lot of money off rental properties and Airbnbs because of the data center employees.
There is none, man. There's none available right now. And now the data center peoples are getting forced to buy.
Really?
Because there's nothing to rent. So that's the next phase. So now that the rentals are full, obviously investors get as many rentals as you can get here in this next 12 months.
Right.
Because you're going to get prime value on these properties. I was running numbers with Devin and I'm like, man, this is what this is going to bring. This is what this is going to bring. He says, why everything you're talking about is furnishing them? I go, spend $4,000, furnish this thing. Mm-hmm. You're going to get it back in 3 months. Mm-hmm. And then everything you got after that is going to be pure just cash cow money.
Well, I'm hearing that people are paying so much for rent. And specifically like data center workers paying so much for rent, and it's like one room. So if you've got like a 3, 4, 5 bedroom house, you can multiply that across different people and fill this up. And it's a weird concept to me because it's like you're just living with whoever. Like, what if they get into it? What if the shared kitchens and bathrooms? Like, how does all this work? Like,
I think most of them that move in and they have multiple rooms, they work together and know each other because we have one and they're cousins.
Okay, so it's a
And
little
they
more
share.
strategic than random.
I will hope so.
can
That's
be.
what
I don't
It
know.
can be.
would hope so.
I honestly, we run into both. Like, I showed. We're gonna get into this. Is going to lead into kind of what our topics are here on the podcast. So I was showing a house on 10th Street, and I have a group of the data center guys, and we're showing this 5-bedroom, and the reason they want 5 bedrooms is because right now they're in a 2-bedroom with 8 guys living there. I mean, cots in the kitchen, and it is crazy. That's what's going on,
Lord.
so I'm showing them this property, and it's on 10th Street, and this property is definitely haunted.
Definitely haunted.
Definitely haunted,
Without a doubt.
and they're all 5 of them are from the Mexican descent, so very very high on their faith, and have their crosses
Catholic.
with them in their hands,
yeah.
and I'm showing them the house, and we're in the front room, and then we're walking to the upstairs, and we go to the downstairs, and then we get back to the front room. We're not even close to the upstairs, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, both doors upstairs just slam.
And no one's up there.
No one's up there. I said, "Hey, that's the wind. It's windy outside. It's the wind. It's the front door."
Trying to keep the deal.
When you open it, I ain't going up there.
They took 4 steps, saw the front door was closed, and that it wasn't the front door that was banging. And then they saw the 2 upstairs doors were shut. You watched them sprint out of the house. No house. I'm like, all right. All right. But I mean,
No casa.
man, it's just some of the, you got to give them what's available. Now they're looking at, they don't care if you furnish them now.
Yeah.
Because as much money is being paid at those data centers. I mean, you're talking 18-year-old, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 23-year-olds that are making $20,000 a month to work at the data center, if not more, because it's unlimited hours that they can get right now. They're willing to spend $4,000 of their own money when they got 5 guys in one spot. Let's go spend $4,000 to get our own furniture.
Yeah.
So right now they're just trying to find places to put it. So your average rental that was pulling $1,500 is now pulling $2,500. Again, that's going to have a huge impact on what values are going to look like 12 months from now.
Yeah.
So if you're an investor, you need to be buying. I mean, I'm going to say it every episode, you need to be buying right now because these values are going to go out of control.
Well, and shout out to the Devons of the world, right? So if you're out there listening to this podcast right now and you think that maybe you're not ready, maybe you are, right? Reach out, have the conversation with you. You like the show. He knows what he's talking about. Like have that conversation, reach out. It might be your time, It
is. And so we met at one of our bankers who will get on the show, and we met at his office, and I sat there and I'm like, Devin, just give me your goals. So we went over his goals. By the time he was done talking, him and his brother's working for the data center out here. There's no doubt that there's a plan where they could, they're hoping to get one or 2 houses over the next couple of years.
Yeah.
I could look at his portfolio of what he's got and position and stuff where he could buy 4 houses today. Just because of how everything's positioned and how well he's done for himself at 24 years old. Because if you're not utilizing every option of lending and every option of creative financing out there right now, you're crazy. Yeah. The Manikka and I's goal this year is to get as many doors as ourselves as possible too. And we're going to do it creatively. We're going to use the banks. We're going to use our investors. We're going to figure out how this is going to make it, because all you care right now in the investment world is you're not losing money.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to lose money when a market's this good right now. But if you can get as many doors as you can right now, the appreciation in itself, what's going to happen 12 months from now is worth it. The old saying is a good investor holds that house for 4 years. And that's national average. 4 to 5 years is how long an investor will hold one property. That is so true right now, because the values that they're getting, they're buying them at $135,000 or $155,000. 4 years from now, that could easily, and I would put money on it. It's at 180 to 190 on value for that house.
So, going back to the data center guys, what happens to the market when the data center's done and these guys go home?
So if it was a 12-month thing, then you do got the shock effect. where you're like, okay, it's been here, but they're talking 5 years it's going to take to do these data centers.
Okay.
You've had a bank. So let's go from a banker standpoint. I was a former banker. So we like to see a loan season itself for 12 months when you get into risky financing. So if Tone, you came in, you're a qualified gentleman, you're just getting into your first couple properties, and I'm going to stop you at 3 in your first 12 months, or I'm going to stop you at 2 in your first 12 months because I want to see how you perform.
Yeah.
I want to see how those 2 properties perform.
Yeah.
So we want to see them season themselves within the financial institution for 12 months. Mm-hmm. So now we have a history of seeing how well it seasoned itself, how well you performed, how well the properties performed. Then we can lend more. Unless you're coming in, heavy cash and you've been doing this for many years, that's when they'll start lending more than one property to you and so on and so forth. So when you got rent sitting out there for 4 years at a high value, it's definitely seasoned itself. That's the new market. That is the new market. If someone moves out of a house that's just a normal, regular, everyday renter, they're going to have to pay that price.
Yeah, because like you mentioned, like it's a $1,500 property, but you're making $2,500 because you've rented out every room in 5 years, and you're probably going up over each year anyway. But in 5 years, when these guys are done and they leave, I don't see it going back down to the $1,500. Like, this is what the market is now.
And that's what it is. I mean, who would ever thought you could drive 25 minutes and that market would be that market in Iowa City? Because that market used to be Cedar Rapids market.
Yeah.
I mean, that used to be Cedar Rapids until everything exploded out in that area. And now it's common for the same house that would be here in Cedar Rapids to sell for $100,000 more up in Iowa City. Mm-hmm. And that's 25 minutes away. That's it.
Damn.
But the market is the market. So people will adjust to it. The pricing will adjust to it. You just got to hope the incomes adjust to it.
Right.
So that's the thing. But when you're supplying that many more jobs, and
that's also what I'm getting at. Is
so
like
when they're
once
done,
the job is done and no one's making the same amount of money,
they're going to be higher paying jobs that are coming in to replace those people.
How do
hopefully.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I was like, you sound so confident.
Hopefully,
got hope.
You sound so confident. That's amazing.
I mean, that's economics. So I mean, that is your
pour
economic.
me one for that because I'm like, you sound so sure.
but call one.
That's what you're hoping for.
Yeah.
And if it don't, guess what? That's where what we see today and what we've been fixing today is government comes in and they subsidize it. So there's the assistance. There's ways they're going to make up those gaps because the government doesn't want to see that many properties failing and that many people failing at one time because then it crashes your market.
Yeah.
So there'll be some assistance, some way doing something. That will kind of make up that gap.
You guys heard it here, Lucas.
Or you're gonna prepare yourself to go back to $1,500.
That's you. I don't see it. If you have $2,500 or more on the market for the next 5 years, that is the market. That is what the market is.
Yeah.
You've created the market.
That's true, but once they're gone and you have regular people with regular jobs looking for a place to stay.
So let's give an example. So let's talk about a fourplex. So when I got into it, so a fourplex in 2013 you could buy for $140,000. Mm-hmm. And your average rents on that fourplex was about $525 for a 2-bedroom. Mm-hmm. I can think of 82 Northwood. That's one of the first properties I ever sold. Was a fourplex, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath in each of them, and they were at $525 and $550 per month, is what they were going for. Today, we actually had an investor buy that exact same property 6 months ago, and he paid $253,000 for that property, over $100,000 more, and he is pissed off if it's not pulling $850 a month. Nothing's changed with those same type of renters. Yeah. Nothing's really changed in the market. But they stair-step themselves. And ever since Manikka started, she can vouch for it, where she's seen $600 single-bedroom houses or single-bedroom apartments go from $600 to $650 to $750. Now Landon's getting $900 to $1,000 per unit on a single 1-bedroom. Right.
How long ago was that first time you sold that fourplex?
2013.
So, I mean, it's tough to say because you're comparing, and I'm honestly asking. That's part of the reason why I'm asking these questions, because part of it is natural inflation. right?
Correct.
All of that, I can see that going up over time from 550 to 850 and what you're looking at there over a 13-year period, right?
Yeah. Oh,
but when you're talking about what something like a data center does to this area, you're compressing what is a normal 13-year inflation period down to 12 to 24 months and asking that to stick. And that's really, really interesting because how quickly can the employment market in our area catch up to what the costs are for their employees? How quickly can the entire economy of our area rise? And is there a fallout on the back end at that 5-year mark when that data center shifts?
That is the exact question I wanted to ask, and you did it so professionally.
It's just really, and I'm not saying you're wrong by any means,
it's like
right?
this. I know this is great for the market right now.
Correct.
But when they leave and other people aren't making that same kind of money to spend that on one room,
and
make it make sense.
If our community and our local economy is smart, they can rise to that occasion so that even if there is a shift in the data center, the economy can sustain, right, at that same level. But
every job out here,
it doesn't need to be.
It doesn't need to be.
It doesn't need to be every job. What it will do is rise the standard of who you're renting to. So there is going to be that is the reason why the government has subsidies out there where if you build a 77-plex building, you have to have so many of them at this income level. And if you do it at those income levels, we're going to give you grants to build that property. We're going to pay for it.
Okay.
So there is the catch fives to it where, okay, I want to build this super nice. I mean, let's just look at downtown. Everything downtown that is closer to the riverside, that's gone up over the last 2 years. Those are that's low income housing.
Yeah.
We would never guess it because it's all brand new.
Yeah, it looks nice as hell.
But the people that are building those are using the government's money. And the reason they're using the government's money to build those is because they agreed that a percentage of those properties, apartments or condos that are in there are at this income level or lower. And that's how you overcome it.
Yeah. And I know you don't speak for the government, but it really does sound like you're saying at some point, if it got too bad, the government will step in.
But you also
every time it does.
You also need to
Every time.
understand that
bold.
at a certain
That's a bold
point,
statement.
the government is stepping in and subsidizing things because the economy cannot support what is happening.
Correct.
Right? The local economy can't.
Yeah.
Correct.
So everybody in your local economy is going to pay more in taxes, right?
Correct.
To fund those subsidies to help support your economy, right? So that's the cycle, right?
Yeah.
And not to get super political on the podcast, right? That's not necessarily what I'm doing,
Right.
What I'm
But it's
saying is
true.
let's talk about the financial
it's the ripple
cycle.
effects that we talk about
It
in
is
every podcast.
So when you get those people running for president and running for governor and running for senator, and they're like, we're going to tax more the 1% people. Okay, go ahead and tax that 1% people. Your higher wage earners, your 1% income earners. Go ahead and tax them. They're going to raise the taxes on everyone else. They're going to raise the product's going to go up. They'll make their money back.
Yeah, well,
And
again,
so-
not to get super political, but it's like if you sue the IRS, well, that means the IRS is going to tax more. Like it affects everybody.
Yes and no. So if you sue the IRS, the reason they were going after the IRS is because they hired 60,000 more employees and
There's a lot of reasons.
so they can audit more people.
Yeah.
So now you're bringing in more people to look at the middle class is how they saw it. Now, if you sue the IRS, you're more than likely going to get audited. Obviously,
That makes sense. That's fair.
They
that
do
part's
keep a
fair.
list.
That part's fair. But it's like if you
Yeah.
sue and win, everybody suffers because all right, well, we got to take care of this.
yeah, but the IRS doesn't control the tax rate. They don't control what's being taxed or anything like that. That has nothing to do with it. So if you sue the IRS and our taxes go up, it has nothing to do with that. No.
Okay.
Now you better pay attention to your own personal finances because they may lock you up for missing a line on your tax return. They can do that.
Okay.
They can put you in jail because line 1001B, you forgot to do this. Okay, you're going to jail for fraud. That's where the IRS can come in and so on and so forth. I'm telling you, I love you, IRS. Don't come after me. I'm just letting you. I mean, but regardless, when it comes to that standpoint, your taxes is based off your government. It's based off your local governments. It's based off your state political areas, and it's based off the nationwide. So, IRS is one thing. I mean, it is just, it's a hurdle for a lot of investors out there. It's a chess match. I mean, that taxes on when it comes to what they make is a chess match of what they show, how they show it, where it goes, and so on and so forth. That's why when you're buying as an investor, you have the right team around you. You have the right realtor. You have the right tax accountant. You have your right banker. You have your marketing team. You have your team that kind of bulletproofs you from a lot of that stuff. Okay. That's what we do. That's what we've hung our hat on. Is we've been that one-stop shop for 13 plus years, and but we're just in a really different world right now. I mean, we are in a blame game world. Yeah. It's always been a blame game world, but I don't think it's ever been as vocal as it is right now, where one side is chasing the other side, and it don't matter if it makes sense or not. It's where they stand.
It's very black and white too, right? It's very red and blue.
I was going to say, what doesn't make sense is gas prices right now.
Oh my God,
Lucas, do you have something
I'm about to ride the bike
to explain? Yeah, same.
$90.
Same. $150.
Hell no. I would have put that car in.
We were driving back from Chicago yesterday, and the gas prices.
I can just imagine.
Oh no! Yes, please.
$8.
Yeah, it was almost $7, but we were outside of Chicago. Yeah. I didn't fill up in Chicago.
You better not.
Yeah.
Oh my God! All right, Lucas normally has a ripple effect and a reason why, and a light at the end of the tunnel.
I don't think he has one anymore.
No, he's got a light. Come on, I need it.
I was hoping it was going to go down.
I tried to trade in my truck today.
I know we've been doing the same.
I need the light, Lucas.
So, and Logan, you can chime in on this too.
Okay. He's like, I've got nothing. So.
I don't want to.
Okay. So,
I got.
So where gas prices is right now, and you've heard it before, and we've heard it over the last 11 weeks. It's a temporary item of what's going on. Now, out of those 11 weeks, we've been in a ceasefire for 5 of them. So, with that being said, ceasefire. As soon as Trump goes make a parking lot out of Iran, or they sign a peace treaty, one of the two things needs to happen, which will probably happen the next 5 to 10 days. You'll see a rapid decrease in your gas prices, and I'm talking rapid because
$2.
No.
I honestly think by January and
I
March,
will fill up everything. I'm buying gas cans, but I'm filling other people's cars up.
I put $100. I'll put $100 on it by March of next year. If this war is done, that we will see $2 gas again.
Heard it here first.
And I would say probably very very close. You'll see it'll be a drastic. Stock markets is the best they've ever been. Job rates is one of the best it's been at. Inflation is up right now. And inflation's up because of the war and what's being held out in the middle of the seas right now. We are now energy independent again here in the United States. So we're not making any of our own. We're not buying anything from our energy side from anywhere else. And so everything that needs to happen in the market for gas prices to be low has happened. The only thing that hasn't happened is we're in a war and they got the biggest shipping lane right now shut down or minimized is the best way to put it. So as soon as the Strait of Hormuz opens up and they literally, you're going to see a funnel effect. Yeah. As soon as that opens up, and what Iran did is they pissed off China, because China's now having to pay more to get their oil and to pay more to get their gas because Iran just gave them, they were giving it to China. And now they're like, whoa, okay. So Trump was at China, last week? And now he's like, you know what? I don't support what they're doing. And so now Trump's just been waiting for him to make a mistake to go bomb again, essentially. So I would say as soon as that Strait of Hormuz opens up, you're going to see a drastic decline in gas prices, and you'll see it instantly. Within a week, within days, you'll start seeing it go.
I hope so.
You are making bold statements today, and I love it. I love it.
I mean, you're just you're
because if any of this hits, that's the clip. What I tell y'all.
I haven't been wrong much. And you know what? I got my financial rock with me today.
Is that your good luck?
Oh, my financial rock. God, I missed this thing.
Good juju.
Oh man, this thing. So anytime I take it for granted. I lose it here and there, and I'll have the worst real estate months ever. As soon as I find it, I'll put it in my pocket. I'll carry it. As soon as there's a full moon, I don't care how crazy it is. I'm charging that thing.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that. And the minute I found this again, the market's gone crazy.
Yeah.
Like absolutely crazy. And I made sure the day I found it, I said, Manikka, you just watch now. You just watch.
Yeah.
And I started rubbing that thing, and I'm just like, man.
Rubbing that thing
and I threw it in my pocket.
It.
And I threw it in my pocket, and I'm telling you, the market has just been absolutely insane since I found it. So and this has been with me for 9 years.
I've got a pebble like that in my DJ bag that's been with me for 9 years, and I lost it the beginning of this month. And my DJ board, after 10 years of using it, is starting to have weird malfunctions.
Word.
So
Gotta find your pebble.
I'm gonna just dig around for this.
Man, I was the nastiest guy trying to find that thing too, because I'm like, I've never had a month like this. I need to find where that thing is.
10 years this board has done me so well.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much. Like it's funded my life. This DJ board has been my rock. But I got this rock early on that was like, hey, this is for good luck. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep it in my DJ bag, because like I literally pray before I DJ. Like, please just everything work. Because like for no reason, before I got this rock, for no reason, things will malfunction. We wouldn't get sound. I'm missing a chord. Like all the worst things that could happen would happen. And like, I've been on a great streak until I just lost it.
Yeah,
like
I'm
10
thankful
years.
for a lot of things in life, but like my main things I'm thankful for is my wife, my friends, my parents, my family, and my rock. I mean, my dogs will go right in there too. But yeah, this thing's staying right here because I haven't had a better week in real estate in 3 years than I've had this last 7 days, probably.
Nice.
And I mean, that thing has been, I had to make sure I didn't wash it. I had to make sure I didn't leave it in my briefcase. And that's where I lost it, was in my own briefcase.
Yep.
I mean, it was buried at the bottom of my briefcase, and I was blaming the world for it. 6 kids.
Where's my rock?
But so going with that,
Manikka's
Logan.
like, I thought I was your rock. You're like, get out of my way. Where's my rock?
Hey, she hides it.
I do
She might be
not.
buried underneath it.
You got any good luck charms? Or do you believe in any of that?
Do I believe in it? I don't know. I'm rocking this right now. I'm seeing if this is lucky. So this is a bracelet that my daughter made for me. It says Dada on it.
Yep.
So I'm seeing if this works. I got a thing going on. Can't talk about it yet.
That's good.
But I'm hoping for some good luck for it. So we'll see
awesome.
in the next few weeks. You know,
I love that.
What comes out of that?
My daughter's made me a friendship bracelet, and I swear my daughter Camille is colorblind because she made it dark blue and yellow, thinking it was black and yellow. And I'm like, man, I hate Michigan.
That's what you said when you received a gift.
I did not say that, but I'm just
In
like,
his head.
she's like, look, Dad, this is your Hawkeye bracelet, and I wore it for years.
Yeah.
And I would not lose it for nothing. And when I broke it, I was just like, oh my god,
It hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Oh my god,
doesn't it?
I'm not a jewelry guy. You don't see anything on my hands.
Yeah.
You don't see anything on my wrist.
Yeah.
And I wore that for years.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Years, and it took me forever to get used to it, and I still miss it. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Real estate, there's a bad juju, good juju in real estate. So they say, I think it's St. Thomas. It's a little statue of, I think it's St. Thomas or St. David. I have to remember what it is, but they say if you bury it upside down in your front yard, your house will sell. We did it in our house in Ankeny.
Yeah.
So our house in Ankeny, we could not get the thing sold.
Yeah.
And here I am with 2 mortgages. And
St. Joseph.
St. Joseph. There we go.
Nice.
And I had a Catholic person in Sac City, Iowa, said, hey, take this, go bury it in your front yard. I buried it in the front yard. It sold the next day.
No way.
Sold the very next day. And I hear it all the time. So look up St. Joseph. If those who doubt the real estate thing,
good.
they say if your house is having trouble selling, bury St. Joseph upside down in your front yard, near the sign. And
Why upside down?
I have no idea.
I didn't see the upside
Part
down
of the
thing
lore.
That's just what I was told.
when I was
Yep.
Googling, but
And so I think I need to order a whole bundle of
Faster
those.
turnaround.
Burying the statue upside down is the most common method. It symbolically motivates the saint to turn things around or work his way up and out of the ground to secure a buyer.
I was there.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you want to keep doubting. Google.
Once the home successfully sells, tradition states you must dig the statue up and give
Correct.
it a place of honor in your new home to show gratitude.
Correct. And I have no idea where it is anymore. But, but I need to order some more and have them blessed.
Yeah.
Manikka and I wear a chain that's blessed. I broke hers last night, actually.
Oh, man.
Yep.
I don't know if we want that story.
Oh, my God. No.
He plays too much.
I did.
He's
I
just
literally
like-
reached
said
for
no,
her and my
I
finger got caught and just like, dink.
He's been in this very annoying ass stage, like very.
That's because it's his best week in real estate.
It's like,
Did you not
I
hear the
mean,
first
maybe
part?
that's what it is. Like, I mean, like, overly, like, dude, I want a vacation away from you and these kids. Like, at first it was just like the kids, and it's
Yeah.
like everywhere you turn,
This
like,
is why you
he's,
think about the bachelorette
he's
party.
pushing on me or shoving me into something or pinching me.
A lot of walls. Oh, my God.
Or punching me, or he'll come lay on me.
This
And
sounds
it's like,
amazing.
Oh
Let's
my
clip
God,
that.
man! When you
dude,
get
get
with
the
your
hell
girlfriend
away.
or anything, Tone, and you and they're on the other side of the freezer, like in the freezer aisle at the
Yeah.
grocery store, and they open that door and you reach around and you grab the head. And
Oh, from
Yes,
the
he
other
did
side?
that.
the
That'd be
faces,
fun.
the faces they make.
That, I would have a camera.
I'm like in the freezer trying
I've
to
never
get
done
something
that.
out of it.
And
And then
he's on
next
the
thing I
other
know,
side.
he goes to the other side like he's like coming to hold the door open.
Yeah.
And he grabs my face and just starts smushing it against the damn door. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? And I'm like,
Oh
why?
my God!
Just-
Her
why are
face-
you doing this?
Her face is hilarious. Like she. Like and everyone in the aisle thinks there's going to be an immediate brawl in the middle of it
that's
because
funny.
it is what.
It's
Are you
been
familiar
going
with
on.
love languages? I feel like you two have conflicting love languages sometimes. Doesn't mean you don't love each other. Doesn't mean you don't belong together. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
in terms of like what you want, what you need,
What
from
you
each other.
think is cute
sometimes
and
it's-
what she thinks is
Yeah.
See, I know her love language and
No, you don't, apparently.
to an extent.
Harassing me is
I'm
not
the
it.
biggest spiteful partner in the world.
Oh,
So, like, if I
I'm
know
not
it's going to get a
spiteful.
rise out of her,
Yeah.
I'm going to get a rise out
Worth
of her.
it.
It's completely worth it.
He does that. Like I never hit him. He goes, "I fuck with you because I know it gets to you." like,
I'm that
why?
That's what I mean. Those are different love languages.
Why?
Yeah, sure.
Like who
Yeah.
does that? That's like me. Let me go figure out how I can piss you off because I
and do
enjoy
it.
it.
You do it. You do a
Intentionally.
great job with it because you know exactly
I
what
don't
She
do
doesn't
it.
intentionally
I
piss
don't-
Oh,
you
she
off.
does. She
No,
does.
I do not. You
I
intentionally
don't think
does
she
it.
does.
It's like you wake up and be like, "Hey, how can I fuck with Manikka today?"
It's fun.
And I think you
I am the
really do.
prankster around the house.
Okay, let's do this really quickly. So the
Yes,
love
go.
languages, according to this, whatever, are words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, and acts of service. I would imagine, I've only known you for a little while now, but I would imagine gifts and quality time are two big ones for you.
Yeah.
Does that feel right?
Yeah.
Probably.
You definitely strike me as a physical touch and
Words
of affirmation person.
all day.
Yeah.
And she takes away the words of affirmation because Manikka's not one to give words of affirmation.
I'm
So that's
nice
where
to
I
you.
get spiteful about it. I'm like, oh,
You didn't tell me good
Right.
job.
you know.
Why do I have
Or
to?
she's one of those.
Because you should.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and today she's like, "Well, I'm not going to say sorry if you really don't acknowledge it." I go, "I acknowledge that you
That's
said
not
you're
what
sorry."
I
It doesn't
said.
make it-
That's
it
not-
doesn't
Appreciate
make
that
it
a
right.
lot.
Yeah,
That's
it doesn't
not
make
how
it
it
right.
happened.
It doesn't fix it instantly, but
Exactly.
I really
I
will appreciate it.
I said
Apologize.
you're apologizing because that's the right thing to
No,
do.
I apologize. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, what the fuck
I
am
ain't
I
gonna
apologizing
apologize
for? if you're not gonna listen,
I go, your apology don't mean shit when you lead with
follow
boom,
up
boom,
with-
boom, boom.
yeah.
Because that just means, guess what? Your shoes are going to be tied together next time you pick your shoes up at home. or there's going to be saran
I
wrap
never
over the
done
toilet
that.
when you go to the bathroom.
I've never done that either. I should, but I haven't.
No, that's what I would do. Just to upset you.
You know what? You keep it up, and I'm gonna take your dogs to Waterloo and let them out.
That's
And I don't even like driving.
Was that when you were gone? That happened? You here for that?
No. What happened
Dog-
in Waterloo?
dogs.
Oh my god! No, I didn't leave them.
Well, I didn't hear the full story, but when you guys
He
showed up, those dogs were
drove-
gone.
He put them in the truck. They're runaway dogs.
Okay.
Like he just needs to give them away.
They're not runaway dogs.
They're runaway dogs.
They're escape artists.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
somehow they
always-
got out of the box truck. Somehow
Okay.
they went through all the track, everything. They got out.
Figured it out.
And so
You seen Homeward Bound? It's like that.
he's like driving all around Lisbon looking for these dogs, and then of course he calls me and he's like, "Oh, I lost my dogs." I was like, "Thank God."
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't say it out loud, but
Yes, you
I
did.
was.
Yeah.
Did I?
I remember when you said it.
Those love languages are.
Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he lost these dogs, and then we get here and everything, and he's like, "Well, you got what you were looking for. You got your wish. The dogs are gone." And I was like, "Great." And then someone found them.
Yeah, and they found him while we were here
Why are
on the
you so
podcast.
disappointed?
Yeah.
And they called him, and he's like, "Oh, after the podcast, which is again supposed to have been our date night because we haven't done it."
Yeah.
And this time he made plans, and so he was like, "Well, I had to go get the dogs and sometime with the dogs." And I was like, "No, you just ruined the whole fucking night. Like, no, I didn't anything because I don't want to go get these dogs. Like, it was not part of my schedule."
Manikka is
on
one
my
of those
plan.
I'm about the moment situation. So she's very much in the moment. And if you've seen it, Tone. If the moment's not how she said it should be, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
not a
And
good
she is very, very much the, what do we call it during our fights? The end all, say it all. It's over now. The whole world's coming to an end. The whole world's over.
We're done.
We're done. The relationship's over. This is, I never want to see your face again type people.
Yeah.
And then when she wakes up the next day, it's like nothing ever happened. And I don't
Oh,
get that
man.
feeling. I don't understand that feeling. Like, I'm like, honey, how do you understand what went
Yeah.
down yesterday?
Okay.
Do you understand the things you said? And she's like, that was yesterday.
I've got a friend like that. I don't even want to mention them by name, but like we will scream and cuss each other out, and it takes so much to get that out of me. Like that's just not who I am. I love peace, love, and giving words of affirmation and lifting people up. Yeah. And this person is somebody that like don't give a shit at the drop of a hat. Shit on you. So when they finally pull that anger out of me and we're screaming at each other and it's F you and this, that, and the third. And then I'm like, I'm never talking to him again because you took me to that point and a person I don't want to be.
You'll
and then
be
they call
fine.
the next day like, hey, did you see the new thing on AI? I'm like, like, what the hell? Did you not? And then we don't bring it up and never get over this wound that I have that didn't affect them at all.
Well, that's
But you got over it because you're
day.
talking now.
No,
I'm
that's
not over
true.
it. I'm still
Yes,
thinking about
yes.
What do you mean over it?
See, that's how they
Maybe you
think.
should have a
Yes,
conversation.
That's how they think because she knows who this person is.
Maybe
and
you
you
should
thought
have
you
it.
answered, we're good. No,
Maybe you should have a
apologize.
conversation.
Can we reflect?
You
on it?
can apologize, and it's like you're okay. No, because I would apologize, but then it's like something that gets brought up again and again and again. It's like okay, now
Well,
I
don't
hear this
apologize
shit.
and repeat the same behavior because then you're just
I don't
apologizing.
hear
to say
it. Like I'm not no, we're not. I
am
apologize,
not a
it's
dweller,
over.
But I find out I am a dweller.
He is very much a dweller.
I think someone made me a dweller. I don't think I was originally.
I agree.
He is
I
very
agree.
much
I
a
agree
So we're just
dweller, and
never
I'm
gonna
like,
bring up.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. All right, I apologize. You didn't accept
That's how she
it, or you
apologizes.
accepted it. I don't know.
That's her apologies
but
right there.
Hey, at
and
least
I
you get an
apologize.
apology.
I didn't say that. I tell you, hey, I'm sorry. You
She's
goes,
like, you want me
are
to say
you?
sorry?
Are you really sorry? That means you're not sorry. Then what the fuck? Why am I? What? How are you gonna tell me what I am? Or I'll tell him I'm
hilarious.
sorry. You feel that way, and he goes, well, that doesn't mean you're sorry.
Oh my God! So that gets into the whole how perception's reality, and I mean like my rock perception's
I was
reality.
gonna say that with my stuff. So I am very superstitious.
Yeah.
And I have a friend that thinks this is the stupidest thing ever. Like he's like, "Oh, you're mad about splitting a pole? That's a man-made construct." And I was like, if I believe, and I do fully believe in manifestation
All day.
and the power of the
All day.
universe and the law of attraction. So once it's in my head that we have bad luck because we split this pole, that gave that man-made item the power to cause chaos. That's how I look at it.
That's why he's been wearing the same underwear for like 12 years.
Oh, well,
Hey.
you know.
Oh my god,
So lucky underwear, you know?
He turns it
You would-
inside out.
flipping it.
You
in
wouldn't
and
know
out.
about my underwear. You little side piece.
Hey,
you.
hey, hey, whoa, whoa. Don't need to attack the side piece, all right?
I mean, they're yeah. Hey, what are you doing?
It's 3 a.m.
But I mean, it is true. So, Tone, that's why you and I always get along because we're very much the same person, and it's to a flaw. Like it's to a flaw that were nice to people and really care. And that's where Manikka gets mad at me, is because she's like, you are so nice to people, but you're not afraid to just tell me how it is. And it's because you get all my spite. You get all my spite because you hurt the most.
Yeah. Yep. The person that hurts you the most.
hurt the most.
Hurt people hurt people.
I get annoyed because you're nice to people you shouldn't be nice to, and yet there are people that took advantage of you and continue to do it and then continue to fuck you over, and you're still nice to them. And then if I say one thing and then here you are blowing a goddamn gasket, and it's like, no, you need to take that energy and you need to go down that damn street and go give it to them.
Do you understand that like some people are relevant to our business and then other people are relevant to our heart?
I get that, and I understand that.
I need to be nice to people that are relevant to my business.
That's
people that are relevant to my heart can actually hurt me.
You are... He's neither. Sometimes they're neither. Okay? They are leeches that are just hanging around wanting something. Like, it's like that.
But do you believe in karma, Manikka? And him putting out good energy even towards something that is
huge believer.
I'm
a huge
bad.
believer in
karma.
Me too.
I will do a lot for somebody that I know won't do a little for me. But it comes back to me.
And that can be fair, but at some point you also need to set boundaries for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you can figure out where that line is for yourself, but both things can be true to some extent.
Yeah. He doesn't have a line.
Where's your line at, bro?
Man, I feel I have a line. And
where's your line at, bro?
I feel that line is pivoting some days.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. We adjust to the situation. We're going to adapt.
But there's I've made my career off giving a fuck. Let's just put it that way. I made my career off caring and truly caring about the other person on the other side of what goes on. And it's not because I'm afraid the bad juju is going to come back and haunt me. It's because I feel it's the right thing to do. And
it's
if you
who
do,
I am.
Yeah, it's the saying that's always stuck with me is if you do good things will happen.
Yep.
Whether it happens to you or happens to a family member or whether it happens to
I don't do good things to get something in return. I do
Correct.
good things because I want to be a good person, and it's what was in my heart. I deal with a lot of I have a good market, but I deal with a lot of bad clients. And I don't know if it's the same for you, but like Manikka said, but because someone does me bad doesn't mean I need to change who I am. I will never pivot to be a bad person. I'm not a let me match your energy type of person, because at that point I lose who I am. Everything that's got me to the point of where I'm at isn't based off of my bad experiences. It's based, and actually it could be. I've had these bad experiences. Why would I want to give somebody else a bad experience? If I'm having issues at home, why would I not give them grace because they're upset right now and they're coming at me crazy, but low key they're dealing with stuff at home that I would never know about.
And that can still be true, and you know, the boundary can still be set, right? And that can, you know, setting a boundary does not mean that you are a bad person. Doesn't mean you have to attack them. Doesn't mean you have to do X, Y, and Z, right? But a boundary can be, hey, you know, I don't operate that way.
Yep.
I don't need that. You know, whatever boundary you want to set for yourself, and you can still maintain that, you know, somewhat respectful relationship, even if that does end up meaning that you don't have a working relationship with that person anymore. That doesn't mean that you're against that person or rooting against them, but it's setting a boundary for yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's hard for people to understand that though, like, because that boundary, I mean, I think that's been my goal this year is to set that boundary where I don't care what you got going on at home. Because we do have a business to still run, and we do have
a business
this
relationship.
Yep. And people don't understand how to react to that. Because they've always expected a different version of what's going to come at them on that, where I'm like, hey, you know what, and one of my best friends and, you know, a brother from another mother type situation, I've had to tell him I can't have you in my life because I can't have that energy in my life right now.
Yeah.
And that was a hard thing for me to do, but it's something I had to do. I had to set that guideline out there. It's been a great decision for me to set that boundary, because as soon as that door opens up and you're like, hey bro, what's going on? How it is? And now here comes all the bad shit that goes with that.
Yeah.
So
how do you separate a bad day from a bad person?
There's the asking why I'm a why guy. And I think what's made me a really good coach is because I teach people the why. This is why you're doing something. This is how you're doing it, and this is why we're doing it. So I think trying to figure out the why is crucial. It doesn't mean you need to match the energy of what's going on, but you have to match the environment. I think
I've done that a couple times, and I've gotten a response like, "Damn, Tone, you're not my dad." Like, but I'm like, even you saying that tells me you're dealing with some stuff, but and like, the anger isn't necessarily towards me.
I haven't. I guess I don't know. I've been thinking about this a lot. When it comes to especially business related things, like there's a certain way that we can interact together. And I get that you're having a bad day, but that's not how you interact with me.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'll set a clear expectation of like, hey, I'm sorry you're dealing with X. I'm sorry that Y happened. When we're interacting, this is how we're going to interact. I won't deal with it. Yep. If you yell at me and say I'm not your dad, then we're not going to do this.
Yeah.
That's not worthy of my time. Okay. And the truth of the matter is they can then decide for themselves if it's a bad day and they can move on from it, or if that's who they're going to be.
Yeah.
But the truth is my time and my business would be so much more effective if I worked with 10 other people who respect it and who understand that even the bad days, stay at home because we're working together. Right. I can forgive a bad day, but that's on them to decide if I set clear expectations. You know what I mean?
I love that.
That's all I ask.
That is not all you ask. That is not. She's
Lucas, speak to that, but it's like also, all right, this person has a bad day, but they've been loyal for years. That bad day, do we cancel out the loyalty they've had for so many years?
Well, and I'm never going to be the person that, not necessarily, but like, I'm not saying, hey, I'm never going to talk to you again. Hey, we got to, we'll shut this down, whatever. But what I will say, clear expectations. You can't communicate with me that way.
Yeah.
I know you're going through stuff. Figure out if you want this to continue, and I'll get.
And if you want to continue, this is how you approach it.
Correct. This is what I need in order for this to continue.
And that does not mean you're ending the relationship. It's just you are literally drawing a line in the sand on it that states I'm not going to interact in business in this manner. And I had to do that with one of my big investors that I had this last week because he would take complete advantage of my time.
Yeah.
He's a stalker.
And over $700, it would freak out his day, and I have nothing to do with that. That's a tenant that needs to pay him $700.
Yeah.
And here we are making thousands of dollars and doing $1 million worth of business over here, and this $700 is really bothering him when there's a larger picture here. Like there's a large. This guy's given you over $100,000 and some odd dollars over the last 3 months, cash, cash, $100,000 plus cash, and you're upset over $700 that you're going to get 2 weeks later.
And does that? So you said like that affects you. Does it cut into your time? Like, is it him calling you and venting about this $700? Like, how does it cut into your time?
Where I had the biggest complaint on, and I love him to death. Like he's a I'd consider him a good friend.
Yeah.
Is I couldn't. There's an ethical standpoint of right and wrong, and that $700 that it is he was willing to take away all that $120,000 cash that this guy gave him over that $700. And take his whole properties back.
You do realize this is pride, and it's like, how do we?
Yeah, and that's.
I shouldn't have to continue to say that over and over. Like I should say it one time, and you should realize. And if I've got to repeat it, you're wasting everybody's time.
Well, and the same guy still hasn't paid the commission from the close of the sale that closed, 5 days ago, 6 days ago, and. That's where he called today. I'm like, hey, but you better have that checkbook with you today. I go, you're really over $2,000, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're over $700. I go, and here you do realize I'm never letting up now after this big escapade you've put on for 30 days over the $700. Yeah. I just there ethically is where I draw the line on a lot of that stuff. And do we have the same beliefs? And I when I get stuck in between an investor and an investor, they all have the same goal, and that's sometimes hard for everyone to remember. And realtors run into the same problem. Yeah. There's few realtors out there that understand that other realtor really wants to work with you, because we all have one goal, and that's to get it to the closing table. Yep. But there's a lot of realtors out there that will puff their chest and argue over a $500 inspection report and feel like they need to be right on this, that, and another. And then they get into the next transaction with you, and you're like, man, I don't want to do this transaction with you.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, don't you
remember the last?
Yeah. Don't you remember that?
Oh, we got past that. We got through that.
Yeah, but you never see someone's true colors until times go awry. And when adversity hits the relationship and how they handle it, that's when you see someone's true colors. Is how do they handle that adversity? Are they there? Yeah. Is that guy blowing up on you and you getting to the point where you guys are having a screaming match? Does it matter they're there the next day and they think nothing's wrong? That's the balance I got to walk, is like, is that worth it? Is it worth going through those moments of real hardship and being hurt and be like, okay, we're going to forget about it tomorrow type situation? So Manikka gets a pass on it just because this is who she is as my significant other. Mm-hmm. But
I don't do anything to you.
My side piece might not get the same benefit.
It's true. I'm on the way out already. One life mantra that I've had forever and that I've passed along to my kids and my family is sometimes it's better to be kind than it is to be right. You know?
I love that.
And I'm not saying always, because sometimes it's important to be right too. But but sometimes it's better to be kind than it is to be right. Are you right about the $700? Maybe. Is it sometimes better to just let it go in the grand scheme of things? Maybe, right? You know, there's a that I live by that a lot. It's case by case basis, and sometimes the kind thing to do is to set the boundary, right, for everybody. Mm-hmm. You know,
and that can hurt up front too.
Sometimes it can hurt up front, but that that can be the kind thing to do. Yeah. You know, so that's one thing that I always keep at the forefront.
So what was the saying you said about house shopping?
He was trying to tell someone that.
I was trying to use this the other day, and I forgot all about how it went. I go, Logan had this great saying about everybody wants to shop with
people don't love to be sold to. They love to shop with their friends.
Don't be sold to, shop with a friend. Don't be sold to. Okay.
Honey, it's not that hard.
But also, I don't think it's something you say.
Honey.
It's not that hard.
I don't think it's something you say out loud. You can't, hey, I'm not selling to you. I'm your friend. That feels ingenuine.
No one he had his real estate meeting, so he was trying to tell them how.
Yes. Tell the team that, but don't tell the client or the customer that.
But that's true. That's true in other aspects of life as well, right? Like people don't love to be sold to. People hate an ad that feels like an ad. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yep.
But they really love an ad that feels like a piece of content that they're enjoying.
Funny thing I can ask you guys advice on. And it was an argument with me and one of my business partners, Silence. He doesn't want to ever be called a fan. And I'm like, I get that. But like if people show up to hear your music, they're fans. He's like, but no one wants to be called a fan. So I'm like, okay, so we call them supporters. We call them at this point, most of the people that come to see me do music are my friends anyway. I mean, so I would just call them
why
friends.
Don't they want to be called fans? Why is that a cuss word in your guys' industry?
I don't know.
I've never heard of that in my life because I consider myself a fan of the Steelers. I consider myself a fan of the Hawkeyes.
There you go.
I consider myself a fan, and I want Mike Schulte to know I'm a huge fan of the
Port Tornadoes,
yeah.
Elizabeth Mont Presley, my friend Tevin Jones, Silence. Most of my friends, I'm proudly a fan of, but I don't know. It's starting to become a derogatory term. I don't want to show up to just be a fan. And it's like, this makes it so much harder for a local artist.
Yeah, it's like it's an embarrassment thing, right? It's like some sort of weird shame thing that you're like you've made yourself feel weird about being a fan, like that makes you feel lesser than or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's dumb too. So
We gotta get past that.
you can just be a fan of things. I'm
Just
a fan
tell
of you
suck
guys.
it up,
You know,
Buttercup.
I've been a Tone fan for years. You know?
Hey,
Yeah.
thank you.
So, Tone, I think this is a good way to segue out. What is one thing that you would say that you absolutely avoid or that you absolutely have to do before a performance or before a big event or something that's coming up? What is your superstition or something that you acknowledge? Some people don't acknowledge superstitions, but they know they have to do a routine.
Yeah.
What would that be?
My daily routine right now is before my feet touch the ground, I say a prayer, and it's a thank you prayer. It's not I think I pray a little different than a lot of people, but like I have to give thanks. Even on my worst days, I have to give thanks. I'm here. My family's healthy. I got 2 healthy, beautiful daughters. You know, my mom's still around. A lot of people can't say a lot of these things, and I'm so grateful. Even in my worst moments and my darkest days, I am truly grateful, but I also have to give thanks. You know, like it's like thank you, I have these things. Everything else I'm going to figure out. And it might not be today. It might not be this week or this month. Everything else is going to figure itself out. And it always has for me. And I am truly grateful, but that has to be a part of my day. That will throw my day off if I don't give thanks right away. If I step out of bed, I'm like, I didn't say it first. And it has happened. Like I slip up here and there, but it feels gross when I slip up because I am that grateful.
And you do
just
think
to
about
wake
that
up.
too. You do think about it. I know when I miss my moments of prayer and when I should be because I had a really good day. Those are the days I should be praying is the days I do have the good days. But those are the days you skip. And because you're only calling on him when you need him. And
I've been very anti that most of my adult life. It's like, don't pray in the moment of, oh, I need you. And you've never prayed before. Like, don't do that. Like, pray when things are going
that's
good.
on my internal bucket list to make sure I don't do.
It's my favorite thing to do. It feels good. I feel good.
I agree.
I'm ready to go on with my day after I've given thanks because not everybody has these opportunities or this life.
Pass the torch, Logan. What about you?
I used to be a more superstitious person when I was younger and doing a lot of theater and live performance and the big stuff. But I've moved away from that in adult life. But part of it is just that like I got really, really settled into who I was as a person. Back when I was doing that a lot, and this isn't a reflection on anybody else's experience, but just mine, I was very insecure in myself and not settled into who I am as a person and who I was and who I wanted to be. I was nowhere close. And I really found that in the last decade's been a lot of work and growing into who I want to be. And I'm a completely different person now than I was. And I like this person a lot. So I'm not as superstitious now, but mostly that's because I'm really comfortable and confident in who I am and what I bring to the table every single day. So it's not a superstition thing, but it's just joy, right? It's bringing joy to the table, bringing joy to each day, and leading with positivity for myself and for others. So that's good. You know.
Yep, I like it. Manikka, do you got a superstition or a routine or something that?
No routine. Every day is what's the day gonna bring?
Yeah.
That's scary.
So scary.
Okay, thank you. I needed that affirmation. Like, dude,
Why is it scary?
It's whatever. The moment you wake up, all right, we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Isn't that also kind of freeing though?
It is very freeing.
Yes
it's like
and no.
I don't have to
I
stress
don't know.
about like I don't know what my day is going to be. If I sit up here and I expect to have a really good day and I'm like, oh, today's going to be a wonderful day. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. And in a moment that it's not, it's going to ruin my entire day. So why am I preparing to have the best day ever when I don't even know if I'm going to have the best day ever? So I go day by day.
I completely disagree with you because you know how many times you've said to me, this is how the day should go and you're not going to ruin my day.
Well, when I wake up in a good mood, yeah, you're not going to ruin my day. I'm having a really good moment.
You
I'm
wake up in a bad mood?
I might. Who knows?
Yes.
No, I guess I shouldn't say that. I don't wake up in a bad mood. So you know how you wake up, sometimes you wake up and you're up, ready for the day.
Yeah.
Like, and I have days where I get up and I'm like genuinely very happy and a very good mood.
Yeah.
I go to the store and I get me something to drink and I just go for my little drive down to Center Point and I listen to all my music come on and I just be chilling, vibing, and I be in a really good mood. So I have days where, I wake up way more calm, excited, and happy than I would normally wake up.
So you just
and the other day you just
named your routine.
But it's not, because I don't do that every day. And the other day I just, you get up out of bed, let's go to work, let's get the day started. I got a list of things to do it. Let's get through it. And I have days where I call it my, I'm when I get it started and I'm already going. And if I'm having a good one, yes, I would tell you, I'm having a great day. You are not finna fuck it up.
On my most productive days, I'll write a list right when I wake up or right before I go to sleep. It sounds like you might have a list all the time, and if you don't do that list, that's where you get upset.
Burn it down. Burn it down.
That's fair, because like that was my problem with the list. Is like it was starting to be like, damn it, I didn't finish everything in the list, but like I got a lot done that most people don't do in a day, so I stopped doing the list as consistently. But it sounds like you are kind of always on the list.
I'm always, if I have something like this week, I haven't really had much on my schedule, on my calendar, so I enjoyed it. I'm not getting up early to rush out the door to work. I'm not taking nobody to school. I am sitting in here. When I wake up, I wake up. I'm not getting up at a certain time. I'm not clocking the clock at a certain time. When I get there, I get there.
Yeah.
And that bothers him. Well, you got a lot of stuff to do. I don't have anything to do. There is nothing.
Don't speak for me.
There's nothing on my calendar, and I'm just gonna enjoy it. And plus, half of the time when I work in an office, they get on my nerves. So it's good, and I find it more joyful and more peaceful when I don't have to go there.
Okay.
Or I can limit my time there.
And that's a reciprocated feeling.
So
Across the board.
Please talk about it. Let's talk about your routine and how it
reciprocated
affects
moment
your day.
around the office is when Manikka stays in Center Point.
Stop. Don't say
you say that. What's so funny is you say it, but you have the same drama whether I'm there or not there. So you can't technically say.
Lucas, what's your routine?
His routine is to piss me off every day.
I bet he completes that check every day.
Every day.
It's on my checklist.
It does sound like an
It
intentional
does
routine.
sound like it. All right,
day.
can we get the real roots?
Little shitheads.
That was
Well, this has been another episode.
They'll finish this in the car. What are you doing?
Oh, no, so
Okay,
these
I
are open
see it.
conversations.
He's honest because he talked about pissing you off intentionally.
Well, she knows that too. She knows I walk with spite.
Literally,
it's
just
fine.
only towards me. It's only towards me.
Can we get some merch that says "I walk with spite"?
I should.
I
need
walk
a
with
song.
spite.
I need a rock song.
We've talked
Rock
about it on
song.
previous episodes. My biggest motivator is spite.
Oh my god!
It's like one of my biggest motivators, just to spite what you said or you do.
What motivates you in the morning? What's your routine? What's your good juju?
My
bringer?
good juju in the morning is I wake up. I'll say my own little personal prayer. Then I let my dogs out. I get to see my dogs. Go grab an energy drink or something to drink in the morning, kind of like what she does. And no matter what I got going on, I don't care if it's 8:50 and I got an 8:55 meeting. I'm still going on a 10-15 minute drive. So I go on a cruise.
So you're late.
If I'm late, I'm late.
I can vouch for that.
Yes. I
heard optimists are the latest people.
Well,
And I'm very optimistic. I
I
just
can
love
conquer
life.
the day if I get my moments because I never
Love
get
life.
I don't get a moment during the day.
Disrespect. Exactly.
So my morning is my moment. So
I just explained that to somebody that like I have a lot of people that want me to call, and I'm like, I'm currently texting 30 people. The moment I get on the phone, like it's just you get my full attention. So I can't text the other people back.
Right.
And I don't want to be on a call if it's something you can text. Like it literally drives my anxiety crazy. But it's just that optimism of I can talk to everybody all the time, every day.
and my mornings and my days end the
Manikka's
same.
like,
About every day, my mornings and my days end the same. I end the day with I have to go through the market and the news cycle and everything. So that's 1:00 in the morning. And I have to let my dogs out. Again, just like I start my morning, and I get my time with my dogs, and obviously I make sure Manikka is tucked away somewhere. And like her biggest flaw with that is like I love when everyone's in bed, because then I can put my feet up, I can watch my news, I can watch my sports center,
Everyone's safe,
and I can now exhale. I'm like, ooh,
all right, I won the day.
I won the day, and so that's my piece. That's my piece, and I think it's huge that everyone finds their piece daily, if not twice a day, 3 times a day. Everyone needs to find their piece.
Yep.
Find your piece, because if you don't, you will run yourself. My doctor told me, shoot, you're burying yourself. You're going to bury yourself if you don't find your piece.
Yeah.
And he means that literally. So it's one of those just, yeah. I do think we need to find some merch though.
That says you're a dick.
No.
What the hell? Whoa! He tried to transition. She went back.
Another episode.
I ain't forgot. Oh, now she doesn't forget. Wait till tomorrow. Hey, honey.
Honey.
What was it? What was it? I walk with spite, or what was it?
I walk with Sprite.
Spite.
Sprite's a great product. We'll get it.
Sponsor
No,
us.
he said that you need to be kind.
I am kind.
I thought you said he was too kind.
Did you not hear that part? Not to me.
Yes, I did hear that.
We do have to wrap the episode.
understand.
Yes, we do. We got to get out of here. So go ahead, Tone.
This has been an amazing another episode. Is another a word? Another. But like another. It's been another great, amazing episode of Whiskey
And
Real estate.
Period.
period.
Love it. Love it.